Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are gonna learn about how to code in C++. So, let's begin. Let's first talk about what you need to get started with C++, the essential requirement. Okay, before installation, where you're a complete beginner, just a refresher, right? First, like check if your system meet a basic requirement for running C++ compiler. So, I think VS Code is a best editor for coding, and you can also use online compiler for your easiness. And this is a process how to install VS Code. So before learning how to code, we have to learn what is exactly a tokens. In simple term, tokens are the smallest piece of a C++ programming that a computer understands, just like sentences are made of word. A C++ program is made up of tokens. Okay, so there are five types of tokens I mentioned. So first one is keywords. As name, keyword are the special word that C++ already understand, like end, return. Here it is end. It's a keyword. Okay. You can't use this as a variable name. The end, return, and many are there. So these are keyword. Okay. Another one is identifiers. Identifier the name we give to variable, function, and other element. Like main is the name of a function and a is a variable. Okay, and constant. So constant are like as this name. These are the fixed value that don't change their number, like tan, pi value 3.14, and like hello world. Okay, these are constant and literals. Another is operator, that symbol perform that action, the assigned value, add number for the input or output. And some special symbols are curly braces and function parameters, colon, mark at the end of the statement, like here. So these are some tokens. So now learn how to code this. So you just have to type online compiler for C++ and open the first website. Okay, so after writing all the code, I'm writing hello world. So it's a super simple and fun. This program will just say hello world on the screen. Uh, so I run. So you can see our code executed successfully. So what is this include IOStream? This line is like opening book before reading. It include the IOStream library, which let us display things on the screen. Okay. So after this, there are also a line which is using namespace std. I'm writing. Some compiler no don't need this, but yeah. So this is a folder in computer that std namespace contain useful stuff like say out. So we don't have to write the scope resolution operator. I will tell about you in further lecture what is scope resolution. And now this is int main. Int main, as you can see, it's a heart of program. Okay, so this is where the magic happen. The int main function is like engine of car. It start everything when we run the program, right? So we see out in hello world. Okay, saying hello. This does a computer to print hello world on the screen. Think of cout as a loudspeaker that announce thing. And after all, this is written 0, like signing off. This means the mission is accomplished. It tells a computer that our program runs successfully. Now hit the run button and you guys can see our code is executed successfully. Okay, so here now talk about something special. Uh, So comment are a line of program that are completely ignored by computer. Okay, they are just for us, for understanding basis. The programmer may take notes, explain tricky parts, or temporarily disable code for testing. Okay, so there are two types of comment here: single line comment, and another one is multi-line comment. Okay, so single line comment are used for short note. They start with double slashes like this, okay, and continue until the end of the line. And another one is sometimes we need a longer explanation. Instead of writing double slash, we used to write this and with same for multi-line comment. Let's write this in code of our hello world. So here you can see, for short note we write this is a single line comment, and for long note we write multi-line comment. Okay, so let's run. So it print hello world. There is no changes to the code. This is just for our explanation purpose, for our note, for a programmer. Okay, so here variable is like a container. Okay, so that hold the information, you give it a name, decide what type of data it will store, and then use into the program. Okay, so variable declaration, they tell computer what type of data a variable that can hold. Like this is example data type of variable name. I use data type as int and variable name is age. Okay, so this means we now have a jar of variable called age. It will hold a number. Okay, so there are some rule of variable, like there is no limit that we can call a variable. Okay, a variable name in C++ has length of range under 1 to 255. A variable name can only contain alphabet, digit, and underscore. Okay, a variable cannot start with digit. You have to start with alphabet or underscore. And a variable cannot include white space in its name. It's case sensitive and should not be a reserved keywords. This is all about variable. And variable scope. Scope simply means where the variable is accessible. What is the accessibility of variable in C++? There are two main type of वैसे तो there are three main type like local scope, global scope, and block scope. But two are main, like local variable exist only inside the specific block under the curly braces, and global scope, it is declared outside the function. Okay, and can be used anywhere. Okay, so this is the example of, let's write into the compiler. So after writing the code, you can see there is a comment of global variable which is equal to 5. Okay, declared outside all function before int main. Okay, and only accessible inside the end main, and execution start in end main. Local variable which is created is equal to 10, as you can see, and see out a and l. And l is used for changing the line inside a function. There is no local, so it is used as global is equal to 5. And let's run this. Sweet. You can see code executed successfully, there is no error found. So a is equal to value of a is 10 and 5. First the local variable a is printed 10, and then the global variable is if s5 is printed. Okay, so variable is scope, and where you declare them decided where you can use them. Experiment by changing the variable name as you see what happened. Okay, so thank you for watching the video, and let's meet in lecture second.